Thank you very much, IFA Galaxy, for inviting me, Nippon India Mutual Fund. And after Mr. Munoz's presentation, it becomes difficult to talk because he has got such a big scale, right from Mahabharata to life, how we should run our business to various parts of economy. But I would like to first thank Mr. Narayanan, Satya, the other members, Shriram, all of them who have put up this IFA Galaxy, event for the last 14 years. I've been, privileged to attend this session in most of the years. Length and breadth of Chennai and near about Chennai, I keep coming in and enjoying this atmosphere. 500 plus distributors across Tamil Nadu coming in. I'm sure you all have taken away a lot of learnings in the last 14 years. More so will happen this year. I will talk about team building. This is something which is very close to my heart, to our heart maybe as industry body. Mr. Munoz did mention about how one should grow the business from here on. There's a huge opportunity in front of us. But if we are not able to probably look at our business from a very, very long-term perspective and try to scale up the business with team in mind, probably we will not be able to attain what we can foresee at this point in time can be our growth for the next 10, 15, 20, 25, 50 years. So I'll try to sort of give all of us a download as to what we are thinking, how you all should plan your businesses, and maybe if you all can implement that in your businesses, it should help you to grow your practice from a multi-year perspective. Let me start off with a small video.
Hi, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Chachi.
We're Get In Here Ministries. And Chachi and I, we couldn't be more excited about the idea of teamwork.
And today we're going to take the idea of teamwork and paint you a beautiful picture through the medium of music. Take it away, Johnny.
Okay.
Hearing Johnny sing by himself is rather putrid and boring. It's amazing what happens when you add others to the mix. Check this out.
Through modern technology, we're even able to do this. I'll tell you, though, about teamwork. It's less about me and more about we. Let me kick a harmony.
Hi there. We all know the old saying that there's no I in team, but there's also no selfish hypocrisy in team either. Let me throw a dato in the mix.
When people say no man is an island, I used to think, of course no man is a piece of land surrounded by a body of water. Then I realized what they mean. I think I get it.
Somebody once said that none of us is as smart as all of us. And I don't really know what that means, but I know I like it. Now watch me break out something special.
I think we've made some pretty good points about teamwork and the value therein of it.
And if teamwork were a person, I'd love them as all get out.
All right, I think we made some headway on that.
I love it.
Pretty good.
That's awesome. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it when
You guys
like
are good.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that.
It's all about, not about me, but we, right? That's a very important thing. All of us should keep in mind. And in our practice, we are all individuals who have grown the business. How do you make it a we in the future is what, lies as a success story. Let's give some real-time examples. Tennis player, the number one tennis player in the world, whenever any tennis player, is winning any of the, Grand Slams or any of the events, you will always hear that they thank their team more than their own effort. And that is very important because it's the team which has made them successful. It is not the individual effort which makes them successful. And there are multiple examples. You talk about orchestra, you talk about Formula One racing, you speak about canoeing. These are all live examples of how teamwork makes people succeed. So it has to be a teamwork which will make our businesses grow. Successful entrepreneurs and businesses, even in our industry, we have seen wherever there is a large team which is working, they create a dream and they fulfill that dream very effectively. See the ISRO story. We all know about what has happened in the last 5 years, multiple attempts, but it was the same team which kept on, working hard to make India proud in the entire world, and we know what happened few months back. Now, everything is team effort. The director of ISRO might have come forward and taken all the accolades, but when he did give his speech, he did speak about the various scientists and the various team members who have been working endlessly for the many years to make this mission successful. Multiple examples I can quote. So moral of the story is, and there are some very important things to be kept in mind. It's good to be individually brilliant, which all of us are, and we are all successful. But it is very important that we should create a team and make the team, work in an environment so that your vision and your capabilities can be transferred, and you make it big in times to come. So how do you do it? I'll also cover that part because it's easy for me to come and talk, but it's important that we should be able to implement what we are trying to visualize. I'll ask a simple question to the audience here. What is the difference between a self-employed person and a businessman? What is that one thing which differentiates between a self-employed person and a businessman who, runs a big enterprise or who has made it, big and is going to become larger? What is the one difference? Team. What else? Multitasking. Delegate. What is written on top? Mindset shift. It is very important that you have to start thinking that can I become a team player? Can I build a business which has got a team which will make me go forward and work towards achieving my goals? So if you have a self-employed mindset, then you have these characteristics. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you have different characteristics through which you work. And it's very important to keep in mind that if you can change the mindset and you change your thought process, then you start becoming a successful entrepreneur to build a team and grow your business. Welcome to the successful entrepreneurs to our room, Mr. Mehta and Rupa. Yeah, you all are successful entrepreneurs who have created team and businesses. Some of the characteristics which are required to build a team, I think very, very important messages here. I will not go into depth of all the points. Adaptability, goal alignment, collaborative strategies. A lot of things come, and these are some big words. You all might think, yeah, this guy is coming and talking big things. But in small parts, if you all can exhibit that in your practice, you all can make this a very, very successful enterprise in times to come. There are always challenges, and when I'm interacting with many of our MFD friends, I'm hearing today that there's always a challenge while trying to build a team. I'm not able to find a human resource which is right. Retention is an issue. Various other things, cost, infrastructure. But if you can change your mindset that you want to build a team and you want to grow a business, all these things, challenges become probably opportunities, and you can overcome that in times to come. I'll try to explain few of that. Time is short. I'll try and explain some of the methods to be adopted. Very important point here. What is this sign talking about? Mr. Minot did speak about businesses have to be thought through from a 20-year, 40-year, long-term tenure. I feel, and I think we should agree to that our mutual fund business is an infinite business. It has got no end date. SIPs still have an end date of 100 years. But our business may not have an end date because investors' wealth will remain for infinity. Our practices should carry on for infinity. And for that to happen, one has to think long-term by building the team and many other things. But team is a very, very important part of the journey if one has to make it long-term. This data I will not get into. 50 lakh becoming 100 lakh crores, 200 lakh crores. We know quantum growth can happen very, very fast. Mr. Dhruv Mehta did, share his, the data in the FIFA event, how this industry can take quantum leap in the times to come. But we have to be prepared for that journey. If 10 crore new clients are going to come in the next, say, 10 years, and this industry is going to grow, how do we build ourselves or prepare ourselves for that next level of growth? I'll just skip a few of these slides. Now, some of these points are very important. Many of us are, working, you all have built your practice, but please remember these 4 things are very important for you all to grow. First is enhancing relationship value. This is something which I have again started speaking in various forums. All of us know about that 80-20 rule, and you all practice that. That 20% of the investors give us 80% wealth. And I have learned from, say, Rupa and many of the partners when I meet across the country, they are going and having relationship with almost all the clients. And this is where the myth starts getting broken, that 80-20 rule has got no meaning today, because unless every client is interacted by all of us, you will not be able to go deepen and know the value of your client. And this is where probably the team helps, because you can manage a few set of clients, but your team starts managing a large set of clients, and you start deepening the relationship value and making your practice larger. Understanding the need of the existing investor is very important. We all look at getting new clients, but when you go deeper into your existing clients, you will find there's a huge opportunity which you have missed out. Your 80-20, someone else's 80-20, always remember that. And that's where you lose clients to competition. Growing the investor base, acquiring clients, for that you need a team. You can't acquire a client or think of acquiring client unless you have made a practice wherein you can go out to the market, acquire new investors, target potential investors. Expand geographies. A lot of us have come from B30 market. Today in the morning I was meeting a successful distributor who from Trichy has come to Chennai and expanded the business. I was trying to understand at 9 o'clock in the morning that what made them expand. Imagine that is where the expansion is going to happen. Please don't restrict your practice to the geography where you have become successful or you think you are successful. The success can only happen when you expand your geography or expand your business. It can only happen when you start thinking big or you have a vision to enlarge your business. How to start building your team? These are very important things. What's your mission and vision? How many of us have an ARN still in your individual name? 70%. Start thinking of making your practice into a company or a particular name which will last forever. Our name may not last forever, but our company's name will always last forever. And then you start building your businesses around that. You cannot have a business or a practice, then you can't think big if you don't have a name which is a corporatized name attached to your practice. Many of us in the room, I'm sure, will be thinking that what is this guy talking about? I have a team. Team is not only operations. Many of our guys, build infrastructure by having people to manage operations. I have an operations team which is my team. No, friends, that is important. But if you have to expand, start looking at building a sales force. To build a sales force, you have to do some of the things which I did explain. And this also I have been trying to communicate to many of our partners. In India, there are thousands of colleges where pass-outs, graduates are coming out every year. Why should all of us not go and recruit from these colleges? If you don't have a brand, they will not entertain you. You have a brand like Sapient, like, there are so many such institutes in corporatized entities in India. And many of them have started now partnering with us, and we are taking them to colleges for the group discussion, for identifying the talents. If that can happen successfully through you, imagine how much of new talent can come to your enterprise, and you start growing your business, get new people to your business, and the other things follow. I've spoken about brand, I've spoken about various other things, but one thing very important is knowledge. I think this seminar, many other seminars what we attend, very, very important that you have to build your own knowledge quotient. Many of us are still in that herd mentality, or we are trying to push business, but that knowledge part has to come in very, very effectively in our practice. knowledge can be done by you, or you can build a team who can gather knowledge from all of us and start expanding our practice in the future. Knowledge is very important for us to become resilient for the future. Many characteristics of the team, I know there is Mr. Ashish Modani in Jaipur. He has 80 guys he has recruited. And today, when I meet him, he tells me that there is so much of intense competition among the team members, and he had to then recruit a CEO under his platform to manage that team and make it run like a corporatized body. And I asked them, what are the advantages? They said that there is so much of intense interaction, value add, challenging each other, growing the business, that I am feeling very, very happy that I can manage my business and build a business from a long-term perspective by building all these sort of characteristics into my practice. So very, very important. That team is important, and they can be there are so many positives which come while building a team. Many points are here, but one point which I would like to just stress on is make the team member a partner in your business. What happens? You will build a team, but if you don't build a team wherein you can make them a partner in your business, these guys will not, probably work for you or be part of your business from a long-term perspective. Becoming a partner in business, in your business, is very important for building a successful team. And when we are in this practice of wealth management, it is very important from a long-term perspective. You should have partners in your business. Myth versus reality. I'll just take 1 minute extra in this slide. These are learnings which I have encountered when I meet a lot of MFDs. May lose business if employee leaves. If you are able to give them a right environment, make them partner in your business, show them long-term growth, show them the reality check that how these businesses can become from a larger and long-term, you will not lose your employee. And various other things, which are there as challenges. We feel that there is a reality check which you can do. If you can do some of the things positively, working towards building a team and making them successful, along with your growth, you will not have these challenges in your practice. Challenges will be there, but they can be overcome mutually by understanding the team members much deeper. Data for all of us. I'm sure Sapient is also part of this data. We did an analysis of the top successful distributors in India who are having a team, only ops, sales and ops. In front of you is the data of growth of distributors who have successfully built a team and what is the pace of growth, what they have achieved in terms of acquiring client, in terms of AUM growth. You will find that successful distributors continue to grow their practice in both the parameters of AUM growth and folio growth if you have the right skill set and the teams in your business. The data is in front of us, and if you extrapolate it down, I'm sure the same sort of data point will emerge. So we are convinced, you all should also be convinced that you all should form a team, and will be very happy, all of us will be very happy if you all can demonstrate that in times to come. Before I end, some of the names, of very, very successful enterprises who are working with teams. Of course, we have Mr. Dhruv Mehta and Rupa also here, and they have very successful practice. And I'm sure all of them, or some of them would have come in your forums and spoken about how they have built their businesses or how they are running their business. And I'm sure in times to come, if they are part of your forum, they will be able to explain their success much better. I'm ending with this. I'm a fan of cricket. I love Chennai Super Kings. Dhoni is my idol, so I would not like to miss cricket, though this is not Chennai Super Kings. It's some other moment. So it's always the team effort. It is not an individual effort. Thank you very much.